Supreme Court has issued a notice to SBI over the release of the information regarding electoral bonds. CJI Chandrachud has observed that the SBI did not share the number of electoral bonds. SBI should have shared all the information with this ESI, including date of purchase and date of redemption. So that's the latest that is coming in as far as this hearing is concerned. In fact, to give us more on this, my colleague Ashish Sinha, legal editor, joins us on the broadcast. Ashish, if you could take our viewers through the salient statements that have been made in the Supreme Court.
During the hearing, Supreme Court was informed by the ADR, Prashant Bhushan has represented ADR before the top court of the country. He informed Supreme Court that the Election Commission has published all these details in their website, but they haven't published that bond number. That means just suppose A person had purchases a bond. That means there is a bond number. B person is a political party. He encashed it. So that particular source is not comes on the Election Commission website. However, Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, who is in the court in that time, he informed Supreme Court that the SBI is not a party in this case. Supreme Court should issue notice to SBI and let the SBI should also respond before the top court of the country. Supreme Court Constitution Bench issued notice to SBI, and Supreme Court asked SBI to file a detailed response that why they have not shared the bond number to Election Commission, and Supreme Court Constitution Bench is going to take up this matter for hearing on Monday.
All right. With that, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast and sharing all those details with our viewers. In fact, let's take a listen to what CJI Chandrachud had to say.
SBI to furnish to the ECI all details of the electoral bonds purchased and as the case may be purchased or as the case may be redeemed by political parties, including the date of purchase. What are the other?
Yes.
Date of purchase.
Name of purchase.
Name of purchase which have received,
And the denomination.
The denomination. Date of purchase, name of
the name of the purchaser, and the date of purchase stroke redemption. Full stop. It has been pointed out, it has been submitted that SBI has not disclosed the electoral bond electoral bond numbers. What is it called? Is it called the unique identification number, or is it called the?
It's called the unique alphanumeric number on each bond.
The alphanumeric number of the electoral bonds. Full stop. The Solicitor General submits that since he is not appearing for the SBI, a notice may be issued to SBI. Full stop. We direct the registry to issue notice to SBI, returnable on Monday.
Yeah.
Keep it on Monday.
Keep your flags.
A copy.
My lord, may I mention, my lord?
Mr. Agarwal, just a moment. Don't interfere. A copy of this order shall be forwarded by the Registrar Judicial on the Standing Counsel appearing for the for SBI.
May I request, my lord, one thing?
Mr. Kapoor.
Sanjay Kapoor.
Lord, may I request, your lordships are keeping this on Monday. We are guests among us. This mentioning can wait, my lord, till Monday. I hope, my lord, I can convey myself.
There we agree with us. There is something to be said for what the solicitor said.
Mr. Agarwal, would you like to mention this on Monday?
My lord, I sent yesterday one request to Honorable Lordship for sumoto.
Credit us with reading our files and correspondence both. Would you like to mention this on Monday, Mr. Agarwal?
Whatever,
I would request him to
Lordship
mention
is
on
fully
Monday.
aware.
All of us will request him.
Yes, we join.
Your Lordship may permit me to file
on this
for application. But I was not a party, my lord.
Please respect the sentiments of your colleagues.
All of us are jointly requesting you to mention on Monday.
Keep your guys.
Great.
Obliged.
Well, of course, viewers, there you heard it. In fact, joining us at this point of time is Ms. Raj Lakshmi Joshi, political analyst. Good morning, ma'am, and thank you so much for speaking to us on NewsX. Now, of course, developments coming in from the hearing that's taking place. It's being stated that more information needs to be put forth. The date of the purchase and all sorts of details need to now be put out there. They need to be given. Okay, so the question that arises is, is this going to then affect the parties more, or the organizations who were told that their names would not be revealed, their identities would be kept away from the public? Who is going to then, who's going to then bear the brunt?
A very good morning, Asawari. And yes, that is a very, a very interesting question, because, this is a situation where it is not just the political parties, but also the donors who are going to be affected. Because, they had definitely made all these kind of donations, considering that there will be this level of secrecy, that there is this confidentiality. And, unfortunately, as it may be, in our country, all political parties, they do not, conduct themselves on this basis of, they're not okay with some corporates funding a political party that may be, opposed to them. So there could be a level of vengeance. And, there are already, there are certain political parties, if you see, who are almost completely dependent on all these electoral bonds. Like if you see, there are some of them, like for example, I would say TMC. I would specifically mention that because 93% of their funding apparently comes from electoral bonds. And so, I would say that just imagine that in West Bengal, if they understand that some company has funded, say maybe the BJP or some other political party, then what happens is, as it is, in West Bengal, you see that there is a lot of they have a lot of opposition to a lot of these investments coming in. As it is, the corporates don't have it easy in West Bengal. So if somebody is funding the opposition party in West Bengal, then they will have an even double problem in the future, in the next few years, because then they will be held responsible, or they will be held to task. So some of their projects could be held up. So I'm just giving you an example here. So there are a lot of instances where a lot of political parties do engage into all these kind of activities. So it could be a problematic situation for the political parties as well as for the people whose names have been revealed now recently. Now, like yesterday, the details were put out, but not completely. So you don't really know who has funded whom. But at the same time, a lot of people do have a fair idea of who must have funded whom. Now, another very interesting or very striking feature of this entire thing is that, now Mr. Rahul Gandhi was constantly talking about Ambani and Adani funding the BJP, and their names are, very strikingly absent from this entire list. So, and there are a lot of other names who are featuring very prominently in this list. So, this is going to be this is definitely going to be something where there has to be a lot of investigation into it.
Right.
In fact, there is a Pakistani company also, a power company also, which has made some funding, and apparently it has come just a few days after the Pulwama attack. That is something very serious. So, all these kind of issues need to be looked into as to why some company from Pakistan is funding any of our political parties. So, that needs to be looked into very seriously. So, all these details have to come out, and, in the due course of time, I'm sure that a lot of things will definitely see the light of day.
Absolutely.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.